Freezing of gait, or simply fog, is one of the most disabling symptoms of Parkinson's disease, and it's often described as a sudden, temporary inability to step forward, as if your feet are glued on the floor. Fog usually occurs when starting to walk, turning, or navigating narrow spaces like doorways or being in a very crowded space. Now, what's happening in the brain? Why these symptoms occur? Well, in healthy individuals, walking is largely automatic. You don't think when you have to walk. Motor circuits in the brain, spanning the striatum, cerebellum, thalamus, brainstem, process multiple inputs efficiently without interference. You don't have to think how to plan the movement of walking. And attention only steps in for complex situations. But in Parkinson's, degeneration of dopaminergic neurons in the nigrostriatal pathways disrupt this automaticity. And the brain begins to rely more on external or internal sensory inputs and cognitive control to maintain gait. When the processing demands exceed this combined capacity of the circuits, well, freezing can occur. Emotional or stressful triggers can worsen this because the limbic input then interfere with the motor processing. And as the disease progresses, the motor circuits deterioration further, increasing, of course, dependency on the compensatory pathways. Now, eventually, in advanced strategies, even these backup systems are affected, leading to very severe gait disability and very frequent freezing of gait. Freezing of gait is essentially a decoupling between the motor intention and the motor execution. You want to step, but impaired networks fail to translate that intention into the fluid movement. And this arises from reduced dopaminergic drive, over-reliance on frontal cognitive control, interference from emotional inputs, and impaired sensory-motor integration. Now, do not miss the next video where I will share some concrete strategies you can try out to overcome the freezing of gait.